So good afternoon, it's Jane Brookman here from the KTN, and I'd like to welcome you to the combined pitching session as part of the AgriFood Africa virtual missions. There will be an opportunity to vote for your favourite pitch at the end of the session, and I'd like to now pass across to Carlotta, who has assembled all of the pitches for us. Carlotta, across to you.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the pitching competition. One other thing we wanted to add is that we have merged both pitching sessions. We were meant to have another one tomorrow, but we're just gonna have both of them together this afternoon. So without further ado, I'm just gonna start with the first pitch. Hi everyone, so we're going to start with our first pitch by Betty Bonardo from AB5, and the pitch is titled Farmer Charlie, a Smart Agriculture Hub.
Hi, I'm very pleased to be given the opportunity to present AB5 Consulting and Farmer Charlie. AB5 is an SME with a 5-person staff located in West London. At AB5, we develop innovative solutions in an enabled environment. That means that we create the right ecosystem to ensure that new technologies thrive. We work with clients on digital solutions, the Internet of Things, and telecommunication service applications. In addition to supporting the projects of our clients, we also develop our own in-house projects. One of these projects is Farmer Charlie. Working on a study on weather stations, we realised that smallholder farmers lack vital information which can significantly increase their yield, manage their crops, and access favourable markets. For instance, by tracking the humidity in the field, we can help farmers optimise irrigation. By providing market opportunities, farmers will be able to sell their produce at a better price. We will be testing our solution on 21 cassava farms in Nigeria this summer, through an Innovate UK Catalyst Round 9 project. Farmer Charlie brings connectivity to small farms at a very low cost. Our solution is fully suited for crop rotation and intercropping. Our aim is to develop the project further towards a zero-waste farm. For example, the peel of the cassava can be fully reused. Cassava is drought-resistant, but once harvested, it needs to be processed rapidly. We are looking to develop a local factory of gari and starch, common products of cassava. Given that cassava starch now represents 55% of the global starch market, it would be a produce for both local consumption and export. We eventually want to offer our solution to other African countries and expand to other crops. This means adapting it to local needs, conditions, and farming practices. We are looking for partners and users, and we're particularly keen to support women. Please do get in touch with us if you want more information on Farmer Charlie and to collaborate with our project. We can't wait to meet you.
Moving into our second pitch, which is called Data-Driven Decision Support for Crop Disease Diagnosis and Monitoring. And the person pitching is Professor Liangshu Han from the Manchester Metropolitan University.
Hello, everyone. It is really nice to meet you all here. This is Liangshu Han from Manchester Metropolitan University. I'm a professor of computing science, specialized big data processing and data analytics using various large-scale datasets. Focusing on 2 aspects. We're not only developing novel data analytics, machine learning, AI approaches, but also developing intelligent architectures that can facilitate big data analytics running efficiently on the cloud or high-performance computing. We have applied our big data technologies into different domains, such as precision agriculture, health, energy, smart cities. Our idea is about data-driven decision support for crop health management and monitoring using big data AI from multiple data sources, or any other areas which use big data technologies. What we can offer, as mentioned earlier, we have developed a set of precision agriculture solutions and tools for crop disease diagnosis and monitoring at multiple scales with immediate result and advices. For example, a mobile-based on-device machine vision tool which can diagnose diseases in real time without needing the internet connections. Currently, we can detect over 20 plant diseases. Another example is a mobile-enabled drone controller, which can facilitate automatic control of drone to capture imagery and provide crop disease diagnosis. We have capacity and capability to handle large-scale dataset, to fuse dataset, and to analyze dataset. The partner and service we're looking for, including industry and academic partners, end users, farmers who wish to use the technologies. Thank you very much for your attention.
Pitch number 3 is the AgriInsight Platform, and the person pitching is Michael Hanley from For Earth Intelligence.
Hello, I'm Michael Hanley from 4F Intelligence, a satellite data company offering actionable intelligence to empower climate resilience. I'd like to present our AgriInsight Platform, which delivers a wealth of data on your agricultural systems and infrastructure. If you'd be interested in this, get in touch with me at mh@4ei.co.uk or visit our website www.4fintelligence.com. We've highlighted that this product would be of interest to government agencies, large-scale farmers, potentially aid agencies analysing food systems in an area. However, the product can be adapted to meet a wide variety of needs and delivers information across the national, regional and local scales. So what are we offering with the AgriInsight Platform? The platform can deliver highly detailed and quantifiable insights into your agricultural assets and infrastructure, including crop type, building types, land cover and land use, as well as many other parameters, all within a single, easy-to-use geoportal. We can also detect change in these parameters, such as new buildings, land cover change, and potential pollution events. For instance, this example here is debris relating to a farm, visible within satellite imagery. We can also provide highly detailed environmental information, including water usage, carbon absorption, and distinguish between different crops, animal types, and pasture patterns, as well as providing insight into the human activity around a site. In summary, our AgriInsight Platform unlocks the potential space data in an easy-to-use and easy-to-understand interface to deliver intelligence about your agricultural assets and infrastructure. Thanks for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Our fourth pitch is by Marcos Paradelo Perez from the Natural Resources Institute at the University of Greenwich, and is titled Soil is the Answer.
Hello everyone, my name is Marcos Paradelo, and I want soils to be the solution for a sustainable agriculture in Africa and everywhere in the world. Only with healthy soils, we will be able to achieve a doubling in world food production while sustaining the environment in which we live. I'm a fellow in soils in the Natural Resources Institute at the University of Greenwich, and I would like to find collaborations with companies and institutions passionate about soil, experts in remote sensing and mapping to monitor soils and crops, people focused on soil health and conservation agriculture in Africa, and also people working close with the smallholders. I have more than 10 years experience as soil scientist, and currently I'm studying how management affects the interactions between soil structure and the soil microbiome, and what are the best practices to maintain healthy soils. We are opening a new state-of-the-art agronomy and soils lab, and a new greenhouse. But collaborating with NRI means having access to more than 100 years experience of overseas research with truly interdisciplinary team, from agronomists to social scientists and economists, and a long partnership with African institutions, like our new Food and Nutrition Security Initiative. So if you are working in solutions related with soils and want to know more about the National Resource Institute, I will be happy to have a chat with you. Thanks.
Pitch 5 is from Noel Haynes, the founder of Investing Green Energy.
Good day. I am Noel Haynes, the founder and managing director of Investing Green Energy. We're a young, socially responsible renewable energy project developer that creates infrastructure and access to energy for developing communities. We're a multidisciplinary team of experts spread across 3 continents with a combined 160 years of experience that we apply to our projects. The geographies we focus on are Southeast Asia, Africa, and South America. The technologies we use are solar photovoltaic, mini hydro, wind, and biomass. We believe our projects act as a catalyst for change in the regions we operate in. As a result, we like to leverage from the Global Challenges Research Fund's AgriFood competition by finding innovative agri-tech solutions that can be integrated into our rural electrification projects to provide more impact. Some examples of potential technologies are new techniques for land irrigation, ways to improve the food to market value chain, and any energy-dependent agri-technology that will allow our rural energy consumers to secure their food base and improve their economic condition. We'd be happy to hear other ideas as well. Where does Investing Green Energy add value? As we have a number of rural electrification projects in Asia, Africa, and South America, we offer you the opportunity to test your innovation by collaborating with us. This will enable our combined project to achieve more of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. It will also allow Investing Green Energy to build long-term relationships with agri-tech companies as we expand our projects. Once again, I am Noel Haynes from Investing Green Energy, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Pitch number 6 is from the International Pheromone Systems, and it was submitted by Payman Shafigi. I apologize because I'm sure that's not how you pronounce your name, who's one of their scientists, one of their entomologists. The next up is John West from Rothamsted Research, who will be pitching about their new idea for detection and control of crop diseases.
Hello, my name's John West from Rothamsted Research, which is located just north of London. My expertise is in detection and control of fungal diseases of crops. I've worked on a wide range of crops, including arable, horticulture and vegetable crops. I'm really interested in connecting with African farming companies, also agronomy or extension companies that are interested in solving challenges they may have in control of crop diseases. And what we can bring is the development of diagnostic assays. These could be fairly simply done by a person in the field. They can also be integrated with air sampling devices, including quite simple air sampling devices that are cheap and easy to use, or the more sophisticated type you can see on the screen that actually does an automatic test at the end of each day to detect the pathogen if it's there, and sends a mobile phone text to the user to alert them of the spores being present. We're also working on mobile spore sampling systems that can be used in a car or on an aircraft to cover larger areas. And lastly, in a separate Innovate UK project, I'm working with experts in optical sensing using spectroscopy, imaging and fluorescence measurement to detect crop stresses, and I'll be happy to work with anyone on a similar project. My name again, it's John West, jon.west@rothamsted.ac.uk. Thank you very much.
Pitch number 8 is the RUCOA project from Charles Takawira.
Firstly, thank you to the KTN team for this opportunity to share our vision for a blue revolution in Zimbabwe. My name is Charles Takawira. I'm a fellow of the London School for Social Entrepreneurs, as well as the co-founder of the RUCOA project. It's a social enterprise initiative that aims to leverage the productive use of solar renewable energy, as well as recirculating aquaculture system technologies to increase Zimbabwe's local production of tilapia fish for the local market. In so doing, we seek to secure the diversified, balanced nutrition, livelihoods, incomes for the most vulnerable in our communities. Zimbabwe being a landlocked country, its fisheries emanate entirely from its 3,900 square kilometers of inland waters, of which Lake Kariba is the predominant body. It is also the body that is responsible for hydroelectricity generation. But over the last few years, it has suffered immensely up to the point of water scarcity as climate change and protracted droughts have come to impact it adversely. Meanwhile, the demand for fish in Zimbabwe, like much of Africa, is going up, whilst wild catch is dwindling. This leaves fish farming and importing fish as the two main options to provide fish to the growing consumer base. Zimbabwe is often under the spotlight when it comes to global food insecurity and poverty. To counter this, aquaculture should expand. But unfortunately, traditional solutions are not producing enough to enable a viable aquaculture industry to thrive for the local farmers and fish entrepreneurs. As such, for these reasons, RUCOA project is seeking to build consortia, leveraging and combining the strength and expertise of local as well as UK and European partners, all active in the aquaculture value chain, to develop a sustainable aquaculture food system and value chain. At the start of the value chain is a commercial hatchery with a production capacity of 30 million fingerlings per year, as well as integrated fish feed production. It is our hope, therefore, that with the support of KTN and its partners, we can secure some seed funding for a demonstrative project as we move forward, as well as technical, as well as knowledge support for. Thank you very much.
Our next speech, which will be pitch number 9, is titled More Crops, Less Water, and it's by Paul Smith from AquaGrain.
Hello, my name is Paul Smith and I'm Head of Development at AquaGrain. At AquaGrain, we have developed an organic-based biodegradable hydrogel which allows crops to be grown in arid land, sandy soils with up to 60% less water than normally required. Population growth, climate change and COVID-19 have reinforced the urgent requirement for increased water and food security. We believe that AquaGrain potentially offers one global low-tech solution to some of those challenges. The slide shows 2 images of tomato plants grown in sandy soils 9 days after irrigation ceased. One of the sets of plants has an AquaGrain treatment and one of the sets of plants does not, and I hope it's obvious to everyone which one has AquaGrain. The slide also shows a list of AquaGrain main properties, but I'll read out just a few. AquaGrain can absorb and release 30 times its own volume in water repeatedly until it biodegrades. It's totally different from any other previous hydrogel we know of used in agriculture and horticulture, and it can cut irrigation by up to 60%. It can extend permanent wilt point by up to 15 days. We also believe it's the first hydrogel that will be cost effective for both agriculture and horticulture. We're looking for arid land, dry climate commercial growers to conduct field trials with AquaGrain, but we're also looking for an academic collaborator to help with local education. What we can offer is hydrogel expertise, the AquaGrain product, project management, technical advisors and trial support, training, project equipment when necessary, high-tech crop and soil monitoring equipment, soil analysis, and access to results. If we're collaborating through a grant-funded project, we can provide the project funding application, the project lead responsibility, project reporting, project accounting and auditing. If you'd like to know more about AquaGrain or collaborate, please contact me at paul.smith@aquagrain.co.uk. Thank you.
Our 10th speech of this afternoon is by Dr. Tiffany Wood from Dynabar Limited, and their pitch is titled Reliable Portable Technology for Measuring the Reproductive Potential of Male Livestock.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tiffany Wood, and I am from a micro SME company called Dynabar Limited, based in the UK. We have developed a technology that allows anyone to measure the quality of a semen sample. This will allow vets or farmers to assess whether a male animal is fit for reproduction. It is portable, performs measurements within 5 minutes, is automated, and measures over 1,000 spermatozoa at a time. It is capable of measuring a very wide concentration range, so samples are less likely to require dilution. It has been validated for cattle in a small-scale study by vets while we were developing this at Edinburgh University. We are looking for partners, potentially animal breeders, vets or farmers who would benefit from a portable, battery-operated instrument. We are keen to validate this in the field and against fertility outcomes with our partners' support. Our ambition is to help generate new knowledge so that livestock production can be optimized. Within a partnership, we will provide robust equipment, technical support, and we hope to develop this technology towards mobile phone compatibility where appropriate. Data can be stored on the cloud and correlated with other factors. Please get in touch with me at tiffany.wood@dynabar.com. if you would like to discuss this further. Thank you.
Pitch number 11 is by Barefoot Lightning, and Simon Holland will be talking about their platform to transform animal health and production.
Hi, I'm Simon from Barefoot Lightning, and I want to take you through our animal platform, which covers health, nutrition, and animal and farm management. We've developed a simple structure to classify the symptoms so that farmers and animal health workers can quickly locate a symptom that they're interested to see. Playing an animation lets users quickly understand if this is the symptom that they're seeking. And it's far more effective than pure images or videos. Once the user has decided which symptoms they've seen, they can simply select these to see a list of possible diseases. The farmer first enters the symptoms into the phone, then presses identify and gets a first symptom match. The next step is that we move into a virtual consultation where the farmer will be shown a series of animations of different symptoms in order to refine the match. This improved match can then be refined further by repeating the virtual consultation steps until the match is ready to be shared with a vet. Vets can then request more information from the farmers using a virtual consultation cycle, or they can then speak directly to the farmers, go directly to a diagnosis, or arrange a farm visit. We've been working with a number of leading academic partners such as ILRI in Kenya and also the University of Liverpool's Veterinary School. We also have strong industrial partnerships such as Farmers Choice in Kenya, as well as Airtel Money for our dairy projects in Malawi. We're looking for motivated and passionate partners that are ready to help us get started straight away. We also expect that their deep knowledge and connections within the sector will help us both innovate and reach the target markets. For sustainability, it's important that we also work with the finance and telecom sectors, and we're happy to work with partners from across all of these groups.
Pitch 12 is by Rob Smurfit from GoGrow, who will be pitching about their modular growing solutions. Pitch number 13 is from Matthew Francis from EcoSteam, and he'll be presenting their EcoSteam biostimulant.
Hi, I'm Matthew Francis, CEO of EcoStim. EcoStim is a UK-based manufacturer and distributor of natural biostimulants. These are a combination of 137 natural plant extracts, which when mixed and applied to agricultural crops, increase crop yields by between 25 and 200%. We have tested these products extensively. We know that they work across all agricultural crops. So whether it's wheat, rice, cassava, pineapples, mangoes, these organic biostimulants will work effectively and increase agricultural crop yield. So what are we looking for? We're looking to work with African distributors who would be able to distribute our products to agricultural crop growers throughout Africa. We are looking to work with governments, regional distributors, and trade bodies to arrange for or organise a distribution channel for our organic plant products so that these can increase crop yields. This will be beneficial to the government, the distributor, the farmers, but also the consumers, because they would be consuming healthier and better quality agricultural fruits and vegetables. So that's what we're looking for.
Pitch number 14 is from the University of College London, who are looking for collaborators, and the person pitching is Natalie Goff.
Hi, my name is Natalie Goff, and I am Programme Manager for Knowledge Transfer Partnerships and Enterprise Secondments at University College London. Here's a brief presentation around collaborating with University College London through the GCRF AgriFood Africa Mission. We're going to briefly talk about what we're looking for and what we can offer you. Hi. UCL is predominantly looking for collaboration partners, especially industrial or commercial businesses. Collaboration between academia and external organisations, such as industry, governments, and other innovative partners, has always been vital to solving the big global grand challenges, as not one organisation can do it alone. We have a focus on industrial and commercial partners because through our existing research activities, we have a strong and established international network for research. And the main focus for UCL at the moment, as part of this mission, is to take part in the AgriFood Africa-UK pilot. So we're looking for industrial partners related to that. However, that doesn't mean we're not open to other types of collaborations or other projects funded by other mechanisms, so please do get in touch. UCL can offer a lot because we're amongst the best in the world. Consistently placed in the global top 20 in a wide range of global rankings, we're currently number 8 worldwide. And we offer research excellence, strength through international collaborations and networking, strong ethos of integrity and input diversity, and practical experience. We have a broad range of project experience we can bring to any type of collaboration. UCL operates in a global context and is committed to research, innovation, and the promotion of global understanding in all of its activities. We have 11 faculties, each home to world-class research, teaching and learning in a wide range of academic disciplines across all levels. So if you are interested in collaborating, in making the most of the expertise that we have on offer, and help us work with you to create real-world impact, please do get in touch. We want to work with you to help turn your ideas into reality.
Next one is David Black, who will be pitching about their advanced cattle breeding technologies. This is pitch number 15.
Hello, my name is David Black. I'm a vet based in Cumbria. We all identified that sustainable agriculture needs the highest animal health and welfare standards with improved productivity. Genetic improvement is key to this to increase the efficiency of milk and meat production in developing countries, improving the availability of healthy, nutritious food, maximising feed efficiency and minimising environmental impacts. We're seeking collaborations with African veterinary, animal health, breeding or farming partners to deliver solutions using these cattle advanced breeding technologies, to refine them and to refine the genomic selections that we use to deliver sustainable traits to African cattle. We're a forward-thinking veterinary practice with expertise in first opinion, referral, international consultancy, training, research and development, with particular expertise in cattle genetics, genomics, embryo transfer, in vitro embryo production, IVF, embryo biopsy, and many associated technologies. We have a great track record of delivering on previous TSB Innovate projects and experience of building strong collaborations with academics and with other industry partners. We're passionate about sustainable agriculture and understand that healthy animals are more efficient, have less environmental impact and require fewer antibiotics. And we believe that technological solutions will provide nutritious, healthy, safe and sustainable food moving forward. We have an existing project running in Zimbabwe on a previous bid platform, which we're calling the Funnel and Cascade Innovation, whereby we're identifying and selecting desirable traits from cattle in the UK, producing IVF embryos and exporting these to Zimbabwe. We will then amplify those genetics through a cascade system to deliver the desirable traits that the Zimbabwean dairy and beef farmers require. Thank you for listening.
And last but not least, it's our pitch number 16, which is from Ashani Ashangwi. Sorry for probably butchering your name. And he's from Community Agro Services, and their pitch is called Power to the Farmer.
Community Agro Service Limited, Power to the Farmer. The agricultural sector in Cameroon is integral to the country's economic development and emergence, accounting for about 15% of the GDP and employing an estimated 58% of the country's workforce. The sector is predominantly made up of smallholder farmers who produce over 75% of the nation's food and over 80% of uncultivated fertile lands. But however, in face of challenges such as low economies of scale, lack of financing for key inputs, poor knowledge of best farm practices, low yields, limited storage capacity, and restricted access to formal markets, many smallholder farmers continue to live on less than $2 a day. Community Agro Service Limited, an agricultural input and commodity trading company, has as goal to distribute agricultural inputs and services. She strives to do so in a commercially viable manner and at the same time inclusive manner for smallholder farmers in Cameroon. She has as vision to empower 100,000 smallholder farmers by 2030. Thank you. Recognizing that Cameroon local communities have strong grassroots leadership, we are developing a model that seeks to sustainably improve the life of smallholder farmers through the provision of end-to-end farming services, bringing professional management and investment to the grassroots. CAS operates in local communities where she provides farmers with all they need to thrive, be it inputs, know-how, harvesting services, or storage. This enables smallholder farmers to increase their yields, lower their production costs, and gain a higher price for their crop. Through CAS model, each farmer receives a net income of $600, which is 3.8 times greater than that of the average smallholder farmers. A pre-seed funding or grant will help CAS in its ambition to reach 500 smallholder farmers by August 2020 planting season, scaling to 5,000 farmers by 2020-2021 planting season. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you to all that submitted pitches. We've heard some really great ideas, really good pitches. Oh, sorry about that. Hopefully the sound was good enough and there wasn't too much space between the slides. And we're asking now just to vote. I don't know, why can I not? Oh, that's it, sorry. We're asking now to vote for your favorite pitch. So you should have two different polls, but we're asking you to please just vote or either one or the other. So find your favorite in one of the two polls and just vote for that one. You'll have about a minute to vote. And the winner of this competition is gonna get a spotlight across all KTN platforms. So that's a great opportunity to get a bit more visibility and find new collaborators. And whilst we're waiting for the votes to come through, I wanted to highlight as well the Mojo platform, which you can use to network with other members that are attending these virtual missions, and it's a great way to find other companies to work with. And I can see that votes are already coming through. We'll give about a minute and then we'll announce the winner. I can only see, sorry, one of the two polls.
You just need to scroll down, Carlotta, and it shows you all the options.
Oh yeah, thanks. Sorry, this is all new, these new technologies. Okay.
Carlotta, while everyone's taking their time to vote, maybe we could just ask everybody to make sure not only do they consider the meeting Mojo for contacting anybody that is in the pitches that they may be interested in meeting, but also a little bit of a gentle reminder for the rest of the week. We have another session tomorrow morning and we have a panel on Friday morning, and we'd very much welcome your participation. Thank you.
So I think most people have voted already. So the vote has now closed. And I can find, there is one clear winner, which is more crops, less water. That is AquaGrain, Paul Smith. So yeah, Paul will get in touch with you to get a bit more information. You'll be invited to post on our blog as well. And hopefully this will give you more opportunities to get in touch with other companies. And I don't know if Jane or Tim wanted to add anything else. Otherwise, Jane?
Yes, one moment. Yes, so we're getting a couple of questions about will the pitches be available afterwards, and just to reassure you that if you were a little bit late coming in, and I do believe that I maybe pressed the button and started a little bit earlier than I should have done, for my apologies for that. But yes, the pitches will be available afterwards, and we will be broadcasting those, the recording shortly, uploading that onto YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah, so with that, I think we'll just draw this session to a close, and just thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, hopefully, for our next session. Thank you very much.